Revolutionary love to you all. My name is Baba, Dr. Brother Samori Kamara, and I'm repatriating to Ghana. Now watch me do my zonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my zonto, azonto, azonto. I'm moving to Ghana, right, in a couple of days, and so I want to make sure that I document my journey for all of you out there who might be thinking about making a similar journey. And people have been asking me for a while about how I came to make this decision, why now, and all those kind of things. So I don't know. I started studying African proverbs when I was in ninth grade. I had a substitute teacher by the name of Brother Terrell. We call it Brother Bakir Tayihimbe. Today he came in and he was a young brother with locks. He said he was in the Nation of Islam with locks. I don't understand how he had locks and he was in the Nation of Islam, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I sat next to his desk for 2 days in a row. He was a substitute teacher in my sociology class. And I don't remember what we talked about, but I know when I left the brother's presence, I felt like I can be an African man and be intelligent and serve my people like Malcolm. And so right after he left, man, I found some African proverbs. And ever since then, I have been on this journey that is now about to take me to Ghana. 10 years ago, I changed my name from a European name to Samori Sekou Kamara. And now, just next week, I'll be changing my address to an African name, you know? And so those things were kind of the seeds for me making this decision. But I went to Ghana the past 2 years. And last year, when I was in Ghana, I was taking the students from Dillard University. Shout out to my DU. Shout out to Dr. Kimia Dawson-Smith for allowing me to have the opportunity to go to Ghana, my first trip to Ghana. So I'm on a campus, University of Ghana, and University of Ghana's campus, and taking the girls on a tour, and I hear somebody call my name. Somebody's saying, Samori, Samori. I'm like, I think I'm an internet celebrity, right? But that was kind of interesting to me. I'm like, man, how can somebody be knowing my name in Ghana? So the brother is walking over with shades on, long dashiki, and he comes up and he says, Samori, right? And I'm like, yeah. He says, man, I know you from Kamali Academy, your school. Also, I know you from Make It Plain the People's Talk thing, the show that I did with my man, Amari Rebel. So shout out to my man, Amari Rebel, man. I probably wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for you as well. And Make It Plain, if you haven't saw our show, Make It Plain the People's Talk thing, just go on YouTube, Google it, and it'll come right up. We had about 60 shows. Beautiful thing for the community, right? And so I said, man, really, that's crazy. It's crazy that you would know me here in Ghana. So we hung out a couple days there. Come to find out, this brother he's from Bermuda, right? But he went to Grambling State University, which is in Louisiana, on a golf scholarship, and his roommates were from New Orleans. So we're in Ghana, and I meet this dude from Bermuda who knows me from Kamali Academy and Make It Plain the People's Talk thing, who went to Grambling on a golf scholarship, and all his roommates were from New Orleans. So we hung out, man. It was a beautiful experience. And he said, I want you to come down to Bermuda to talk to our folks about African-centered homeschool. I said, okay, cool, send a ticket. And sure enough, after I left Ghana, he sent the ticket. So I spent a week in Bermuda last summer, just getting to know his folks, getting to know him a little bit more, and talking to the folks about African-centered education. And when I finally decided to make the decision to move to Ghana, January of 2015, I told him about it, and he said, man, let's be roommates. And I said, let's do it, right? So that's why I'm going. I teach on a college level. I have been teaching on a college level for the last 6 years. And it seems like every semester, every class, one of my students would ask me after they start to understand what I'm about, that I'm about Black power and Africa must unite, right? They say to me, so since you all in this black stuff, why don't you move to Africa, right? Every year they would ask this question, every semester, and every semester I would have to make an excuse. I would say, I'm trying to be like Harry, I'm saying, I had to come back to the plantation to free y'all, or just some kind of excuse about why I haven't moved to Africa if I believe that this country is not for us. If I believe that this country, with these Europeans and their laws, was never made for us and will never treat us the way we need to be treated. I had to make excuses. So
this past semester, again, the first week of class, somebody asked that question. And I was able to tell them, well, actually, I'm moving to Ghana in August, right? And it felt good to say it, but it felt kind of, it was an interesting feeling because I'm going to miss teaching my students on the college level. I'm going to miss having those conversations. I'm going to miss my students at Kamali Academy. The Kamali Academy will still be running. It will be online. We'll continue to create the great curriculum resources that you need. You can go to Kamali Academy, .com to get all that kind of stuff. Also, KamaliMarketplace.com with the Akati collection will still be rolling, and we're going to expand that. We're going to put Africa in your heart as well as on your heart. It's been a long journey for me, and it's just getting started. And I want to document my journey so that I may help all of you make that decision, right? Leeway will be with me hopefully in January, and that'll be a beautiful thing to have her next to me on the continent, hopefully with her mother and her sisters and anybody else who wants to come as well, so that we can build something for our people no matter where we are. I think that's all I got to say on this one. So until next time, revolutionary love.
We walk over them haters. Now what you do, man, Azonto. Now watch me do my Azonto.